Hi, it's Danny, and I'm here to do a future plan with me in my A6 Hobonichi Techo. Yeah, so I decided to come to you to show you how I do my first 7 days in February, February 1st to February 7th. And since the nature of my future plan with me is just writing lists and now color coordination, or what do they call it? There's a special name for color coordinating. Monkey feathers, I forgot. Uh, so it's just me writing lists for the days for each day and using mild liners to indicate what that looks like in my schedule, in my daily schedule. So here I'm writing. Monday is kind of a busy day. I have my coping strategies, which I list first in all my, which I put first in all my lists. Then I'm grabbing the blue to highlight my coping strategies and when I plan to do them, which is early in the morning. And then I'm going to grab my what is that? My lavender mild liner to indicate my class that I take on Monday. Thankfully, it's just one class. And then I'm going to highlight my job schedule in green and put that in the block schedule. And I'm going to outline all of those three things, those three main things that I do on Monday in black and just write out what each of them are, even though they're color coordinated. And so I'm going to do the same thing again for Tuesday, which is write out my to-do list, which is my coping strategies, prayer, affirmations, meditation, morning pages, gratitude, and journaling. You see, I think I forgot for a second. And then I work on Tuesdays from 12 to 1600, or no, 1600 is 4 o'clock. Yeah, until 4 o'clock. I'm going to highlight my coping strategies in pale blue, and then I'm going to highlight work in green. So that's what I'm pretty much doing throughout these days, just indicating what my schedule is going to be like time-wise. And this week I'm going to make it a real big point to stick to the time schedules, particularly with my coping strategies. My coping strategies can take anywhere from 1 hour to 3 hours, and I can't use up time like that, especially with all of the tests that I have to do for school. So I'm trying to be more mindful of how I utilize my time. And putting the last time I did a future plan with me, I didn't put in the coping strategies. I just wrote them on my task list. Now I'm putting them in my schedule because I need to be very mindful and aware of how I wake up in the morning and what I do first and foremost and how much time I take to do them. So I'm blocking out about 3 hours. My goal is to wake up at 6 and try to get everything finished by 9, because for some days, like Wednesday that I'm doing right now, I wake up, or my shift is actually at 9, and I have front desk early in the morning, so I definitely have to make sure that I'm there at 9, and I'm just highlighting that and with the mild liners. And then I move on to Thursday, which is not necessarily an easier day. I just don't have work, which work isn't bad. I love tutoring, actually. I love helping students with their writing. I love talking about writing. I love grammar. I'm a grammar geek. I'm not ashamed. I am not ashamed. You will not shame me. Yeah, so I'm a grammar geek, so I enjoy tutoring. It's just sometimes it could be a lot to see student after student and talk about their writing and helping them develop their work. I see a lot of I don't want to call them ESL students because that's not correct, but English as a learning language, or learning English language. There's a better way to say it, and I learned this that phrase in one of the books I read about writing composition. That English as a language being learned, as opposed to it being their second language, because for all we know, English could be like their fourth or fifth language. And what I notice about these students is that they have wonderful grasp of mechanics. It's just a matter of understanding like the colloquialisms and the what do they call those things? Those things that are indicative idioms, the idioms of the language. That's the only thing. And they just lack the confidence to know that they have the mechanics down. And I've been having a lot of regular English learning language students lately, and it's been a real trip. They're really great. But anyhow, Thursday, I just have therapy, my coping strategies, obviously, and two classes. The two classes back to back. I had the two classes for the last 2 weeks, and it is already annoying. I go to sleep at I usually go to sleep at 10 regardless, but I really want to be in my jammies at 9:30. I am an old lady, and I am not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I am too old to be up at 10 o'clock at night trying to figure out what is it, classical rhetoric? Like, no. No thank you. No thank you, mon frere. They should position these classes earlier in the day. That's all I'm going to say about it. But yeah, so here I am on Friday, having my coping strategies. I have work at 9 in the morning, and I also have a front desk shift. So I'm going to highlight that in green, and the front desk shift I'm going to highlight in yellow. Yellow was used for my therapy session last week, but I think I'm going to switch that around because yellow is an alarming color, or it's a little bright. I want the front desk should be bright to me so I can remember that I have to do it. And Saturday and Sunday, I'm only going to write my coping strategies because depending on how much work I complete during the week, I'm going to do schoolwork, which is what I usually do on the weekends, schoolwork, and I may record more videos for YouTube. I did a whole bunch today. I'm so proud. So when you see this video, it's actually going to be, when's it going to be? You're going to see this probably next week from when I'm actually doing this voiceover. Anyway, I feel like we're nearing the end of this video, so I want to thank you so very much for watching. I really appreciate your views and any comments you have, subscribe. But first and foremost, remember to question everything. I think I had to stop my cat from jumping into the frame. They both were like, hey, what are you doing, human? Anyhow, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to give you a close-up of my pages. Not the neatest handwriting, but still gets it done. Thank you very much.